That's better. Um, so as you guys see, today we are playing Minecraft. Let me just give me 1 second to see if this is actually working. Oh yeah, I thought so. This looks kind of weird. That's fine though. We can just do that. Hopefully that fixed it. Alright, sorry about that. That's my printer going off. Why is that thing so loud? Oh my god. What the? Okay, I think that's fine for now. Yeah, we're streaming Minecraft today. I thought it'd be a good idea because the Minecraft movie, is coming out. I believe, I want to say tomorrow, maybe? Maybe? So yeah, why not play some Minecraft? Oh, don't worry about that. Most of that's on me. We're gonna do this, call this streaming world. Oops. Survival, normal. I'll put commands on just in case. I don't really care that much about this server. We're just gonna have some fun with this. Sorry, just trying to set up my chat. Okay. What skin am I? Bro, what is this? That's my sister. Picking that. Alright, I haven't played Minecraft in a good minute, actually. Just full screen that, make it look a little better for me, at least. So yeah, I just wanted to try this out. Try something new. Sorry, my headphones are acting up a little bit. Alright, that's better. And, you know, I also wanted to take this time to kind of talk about my plans for multiple things. I want to start making videos again, not just streaming. And I didn't really know what, and I've come up with this idea. I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know how many people know about this, but Jared McCain, the Sixers player, my GOAT basically, on his Instagram, every week he does his songs of the week, and I'm not gonna directly copy off that, but that and then a mix of, I don't know how many of you guys know about Emergency Intercom. Now I know me talking about them right now is kind of crazy after like the last week of controversy from them, but I used to watch them a little bit, and I know one of the things that the segments they had was Media of the Week, and you know, I kind of want to do that. You know, I basically, if I'm not working and I'm not at school, I'm basically consuming media all day, whether it be, you know, video games, shows, movies, music, constantly. So I kind of want to start doing that, and I hope from that, you know, that gets me back into the video making, and you know, I can start doing it again. You know, I miss it. It was very little time, but it was fun, and you know, I have some of this time. I finally have, you know, time to kind of do stuff by myself, and I want to, you know, make good use of that and try to do something productive. So yeah, I'm gonna actually try to record that after this stream, actually, and see how that goes. By the way, I'm not really paying attention to Minecraft too much, so don't question why I'm doing my groceries. But yeah, after the stream, I'm gonna, try to get some recording done for that. Um, Not sure how long it'll be. The first one will probably be a little shorter than normal. Because, actually, honestly, it might actually be longer because I'm gonna kind of explain basically what I'm doing now. I'm going to explain in that first introductory video. And I genuinely want it to become a weekly thing. I want to be able to upkeep that every week. So it's something, I can look forward to, something I can prepare for. And yeah, I want it to be fun. I don't want it to feel like I need to get this out because I said so. I want it to be like, oh yeah, yes, finally, it's that time of week, like that. Now I know it's weekly, but I don't actually have a date for it to be set on. So I'm kind of looking at like Friday would be like the end of the week schedule. It's either Friday or Saturday, but it's much easier for me to record it on like a Thursday and then edit it and then post it on a Friday most of the time because I usually work Fridays, so I don't exactly have the most time ever to be recording. But like I said, I'm going to make it work. I want it to work. I want to have fun with this. And I kind of made that my choice because not even recently. I was going to say recently, but it's been a thing for a long time that, there's a lot of media I enjoy. I'll say the big one is definitely music. And I know most people probably don't care and don't want to hear it. But I feel like it's nice to be able to go out there and say some things. And if you guys hear someone that you've never heard about, which I doubt because I'm not like that tapped into the underground of any genre really, but if there's anyone that you guys don't hear about and you want to give a listen and you genuinely enjoy it, then I would absolutely love that. That's awesome. I'll say most of my viewers, if any, are people I know in real life, so it's nice to be able to share that stuff. People know me a little better. Trying to think. Oh yeah, and I'm 100% willing to take like requests of this, like requests from people, whether it be YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, whatever. I'm willing to take requests from basically anyone, and if anyone has anything. Whoa, what is that? So cool. And yeah, if anyone has anything to recommend, I will 100% listen to it. Honestly, if I get enough recommendations, I can make another series out of that. I could 100% make a series out of, listening to my friends recommended, listening to followers recommended, stuff like that. So please don't be shy and, requesting me music, whether it be someone from school, someone from work, like, it doesn't matter. I mean, I'm 100% willing to listen to whatever music you tell me to. I've always said, and I've always told people, I basically listen to all types of music. The only thing really is country that I don't listen to. But hey, if you recommend me country, I will listen to it. I mean, it's not my main topic, not my main thing, but I'll 100% give it a listen. I don't doubt that there's good country music out there. I just have to find it. It's that simple. So yeah, I'm 100% willing to take recommendations. I think it'll be something fun. Like I said, if I get enough, I can make a new series out of it. If not, I could just kind of add it to the media of the week type thing and just make it a fun little thing, make it a little segment, sort of. But yeah, that's really what I want to do. It's hard. I'm a senior and I have classes all day, and then outside of those classes, I work. So I want to be able to use my days off in a fun but productive way, and I feel like that's it. And I mean, I'm not saying like not doing like school. I'm gonna skip doing schoolwork to do this. Like, no, this is just something I want to do on the side for me. I want to be able to enjoy something like this. Ever since I was young, I've recorded videos mostly for myself, but occasionally for like YouTube per se, stuff like that. And I've genuinely enjoyed it, but over the years it's been hard to kind of keep upkeep with that. I've lost passion for it multiple times. I've started over and it just didn't work out well. I've made big plans and never went through with them, and I 100% blame myself for that. I just couldn't keep up with myself. Basically, I had so many aspirations, so many plans, and I just couldn't go through with it. But you know, I'm at a time in my life where I'm in that transition, end of senior year almost. It's about a month or two left, and into college, and there's a lot of new things that are going to come, and I want to be able to enjoy something new, but also familiar, because this will completely be brand new, but like I said, I'm familiar with these video content, stuff like that. That's not new. It's familiar, but what I want to do now is new. Oh, I just realized there's a village over there. How cool. So yeah, hope you guys look forward to that. I'll be promoting it basically everywhere I can. Like I said, I just want to enjoy it, and I hope anyone that watches it enjoys it too. I'm 100% willing to take input from anyone too. That was never not a thing. Like, 100% willing to take suggestions from people, stuff they want to see. As long as I enjoy it, I'll do it. It's that simple. Oh wow, that's interesting. Cool. So yeah, I mean that's that with the video stuff. I don't want to get too into it because I don't want to spoil it all, but that's basically the rundown. I mean, I've kind of been talking about it, but I'll just talk about life for a little bit. Like I said, I'm at a time in my life where, senior year is almost over, and I'm looking forward to college. And like I said, I am looking forward to it. But that's new. That's cool. But it's a little stressful, and it's hard to know what I want to do. And I know I'm not the only one that feels that way. Just out of my friends, I know I have multiple friends that just don't exactly know what they're doing, whether it's what college they're going to, what they want to major in, or if the major they chose they really want to stick with. I always grew up hoping I wouldn't be like that, like I'd have everything figured out, but I never, I guess, understood or realized how hard that is to have your whole life figured out at the age of 18, 19, 17 even. And yeah, I mean, it's stressful, and it's hard to know what I want to do, but I also don't want to do something I don't like, that I hate. Sorry, that was really loud. I don't know if you guys heard that. But yeah, I mean, I just want to do something fun for me. I mean, I know life isn't fun, and I know I say all this, but I guarantee in the next 10, 15 years I'll be working at a job that I'm not 100% happy with, and I know I said I want to be happy with my job, but I'm okay with that. I'm not saying I'm okay with just straight go into a job that I hate, but I think almost anyone in this world can agree that basically everyone hates their job. And I don't necessarily mean every day you dread going to work. That's one thing. But there's always going to be those hard days where you're like, I really don't want to be here. I don't want to be doing this. And that's completely valid. And if anyone is completely valid, hey, I've had a job for 6 months or so, and do I want to say I hate my job? Yeah, kind of. I want to say I hate it, but do I still go into work every day perfectly fine? Absolutely. And my job is so easy, so I can only imagine a harder job somewhere else where it's not familiar, and it's a struggle. I mean, like I said, I dislike my job, but it's literally, I don't think it could get any easier. Now, I work outside, for those who don't know, and you have to deal with weather, rain, stuff like that. And I always hated going into work when it rained. It was the most annoying thing ever because I hated getting wet. But the other day, it was actually thunderstorming, raining really hard, really bad. And I just had like this kind of sudden realization, like, why am I so upset about this? Like, this job is never that serious, and two, like, I get paid to just sit here and watch the rain. And like in that moment, I truly thought like, wow, this is awesome. And I had never, thought that before. And I mostly stayed away from the rain, but occasionally I would just walk out in the rain and just enjoy where I was. And I feel like not even just me, but a lot of people don't forget to do that. Just, enjoy where you are in life. I know everyone's situations are different. Everyone's life is different. No one has the same life. And so there's definitely people that have harder lives than others. And, I say that because I know my life is a lot easier than others as well. But, there's times where all you can do is just enjoy where you're at and how far you've come. And I kind of, with the rain, it kind of made me think about that as in like the perspective of me going to college, in the perspective of me going to college, because I realized, why am I making this more stressful than it has to be? Why can't I just do what I feel is best and go from there? I hear stories of people. Sorry, my face is a bit itchy. I hear these stories of people that go to college and they go to school, their dream school even, they always wanted to, and they hate it, and they transfer, and then they go to that school, and then they hate that school, and then they transfer again, and then they hate the next school that they go to, and they just transfer. They transfer like 4 times before finally finding a school that they enjoy. And I don't want to feel stuck, but I also don't want that to be me. I don't want to go somewhere and hate it, but I also don't want to, give up on that. And I know that that's probably the smart thing to do, but I don't want to feel like I'm moving around constantly. And, between family and even me, I've always thought about community college. And I know if I went to community college, it'd save me a lot of money, but I just feel like going to a 4-year, starting there, would give me more of an advantage because I'm already, used to that life and all that stuff, and I'm already on campus, and it's, I think that's good, but it's hard to know. It's just so difficult to know. But like I said, I want to enjoy college. I'm not the party type. I think everybody knows that. I'm not the party type. I'm really not even the social type. But I just want to enjoy what I can. I just want to have fun with it. I feel like high school, in a way, I took for granted. But I feel like, it's 100% my fault. I know that, but in ways I took it for granted. Not even just like, oh, you didn't go to this football game, you didn't go to this, you didn't go to that. Just the fact that I didn't socialize. And, I had friends before that are obviously still my friends now. But the amount of friends I've made in high school, like not counting before middle school, has to be a handful. Less, probably. Like, it's just, I just don't know how, if that makes any sense. It's just, like, I feel like there's always those times where I want to say words, but it just doesn't come out. And I don't know if that's me, like physically, like, or it's all in my head. I feel like it's all in my head, but I'm not saying like I'm crazy, but I just want to be able to talk, I guess is what I'm trying to say. And I feel like sometimes I hold myself back with that. And I'm saying this all because I'm better at it now. I've made friends in multiple classes, and I realized that that's what I needed this whole time. I mean, I'm so much happier with that than, sitting in class all day not talking. Back then, I was happy with that. Genuinely, I was. I mean, sorry. Oh my god. I was happy to get through the day and not have to speak to anyone because I genuinely didn't want to. Like, it wasn't like I didn't go to school looking forward to seeing people, seeing friends. So that's changed, and I realize my perspective has changed on that, and I feel like I'm happy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have this like problem with yawning. I have it in class all the time. But it's just I'm just saying this all to say that I'm happier now than I think I've ever been. And I feel like it shows. And I'm glad it shows. I mean, I don't want to say happier now than I've ever been, but like being myself. I don't think in a long time have I ever been this like myself this much. Like I can express who I want to be instead of just kind of conforming around to the people around me. And as I look above, I see these sakura trees, and like pretend I'm in a desert right now. Like pretend all that's around me is a desert instead of forest. Like this is where I was before. I'm in this dry, barren desert. Up there is who I am now. And this is me walking, like, pretend this walk is like all the years of like high school combined. And it's slow. It takes a while. Stuff happens along the way, all these bumps, all these jumps, all these leaps. And it was always there. Notice that it was always there. But I just didn't make it there yet. And you just climb up this big hill, and here we are, here I am. This is who I always was, but just couldn't be. This is always who I, wanted to be. Just didn't know how to express it, I guess. And, I want to say it was mostly me, but, there's always those people that get you along that way, and I don't want to discredit them at all, because I don't think I'd be doing this without them. And, I'm so very grateful for these friends that I've made, for those friends. I hope they kind of feel the same about me. Most of them have lived very different lives than me, so they probably haven't gone through like this, like what I'm saying. But I'm happy for them. I'm glad they can express themselves, and I wish it didn't take me so long. I don't know where this all came from. I just needed to talk about something, and that just kind of came in my mind. Basically, I'm just saying I'm happy, and I'm okay with school. I'm okay with work. I'm okay with my free time. I'm okay. Like, I don't know when the last time I could like say that and like 100% everything I do mean it. And I'm not saying like I'm going through like, oh my god, so many hardships, like so I'm dealing with so much. Like, no, that wasn't even it. I just had like this constant stress in the back of my mind, and there's no way I just found a pink sheet. That's crazy. But yeah, there was just something like in the back of my mind. Like I said, I'm not. It's not like I'm like going through something. It's not it. I just, there was this constant stress in the back of my mind that was always there, and I wish it wasn't. I kind of wanted a thing, but oh well, it's okay. But yeah, you know, I'm happy with where I am. I'm glad, and I'm moving on. And you know, like I said, you know, it kind of sucks because I finally made it to this point, and in 2 months I'm basically gonna have to restart. But with what I've learned from just this past semester, basically the past couple months, like 2 or 3 months, is that oh wow, that's so interesting. Here, we'll do all the food in this one. I don't think you guys can hear that, but there's like a phone ringing in the back. But yeah, I mean, like I said, you know, this experience that I've had is really taught me how important it is to put yourself out there. And I don't want to say I didn't know that. I knew that as a kid. I always knew that. I just didn't know how. And you know, I feel like at the time I would have hated it, like profusely, but I wish they did that more in school. Like, we're too busy learning about Pythag and cosine, sine, tangent in math class when these kids don't even know how to speak to each other. Like, I just wish they made more of an emphasis on that in school. Not just that, but you know, the financial things. My school was lucky enough to have a accounting program, and I've been through all 4 years of accounting. And if it weren't for accounting, I don't think I'd genuinely have the same amount of respect that I have for money and, you know, bills and taxes and stuff that I do. And I feel like without that, I would have genuinely struggled to transition into, you know, an adult life. I mean, you know, I'm 18 now. Technically, I'm an adult, but, you know, I still live at home. I don't even have my own car. So, I'm basically still a kid. And, you know, I feel like for the longest time, that's what I wanted. I didn't want to be a kid anymore. I wanted to be an adult. And I feel like every adult says this, every person says this, every parent says this. But it truly is not as good as it seems. It's not the best to be an adult. It's way more fun being a kid, I guess you could say. But that's just how life goes. Some may say that's just how the cookie crumbles, and all you can do is just accept it. There's no point in fighting it. There's nothing to fight. It's gonna happen regardless. So why worry about it? Is what I always think. I've tried to have that mentality. Dude, this stupid phone keeps ringing. It's kind of annoying me. It's my dad. He works on this computer, so kind of, you know, disconnected all that stuff. Is that goats over there? I so badly want to talk about stuff I've been watching and music I've been listening to, but I don't want to spoil the media of the week. Okay, what I can talk about, since it hasn't come out yet, is I believe Star by Two Hollis is dropping tonight, and the Maria's new song is dropping tonight. and I am so hype. I love both of them. Okay, finally the call ended. I swear if he calls back. He called like 3 times in a row. But yeah, they're both dropping tonight, so I'm really hyped for that. I will be listening to, I believe, To Hollis is Star. I forget what the Maria's new song is called, but I will be obviously listening to that too. Oh, that's cool. But yeah, I will be listening to Star directly at midnight if I'm up. If I'm not, then I will listen to it during accounting tomorrow. I was gonna say what I was watching, but again, I don't want to spoil it. I want it to be fresh, even if no one's watching me. I just want it to be fresh. I want to keep it in my mind because I feel like if I say it, I'll end up forgetting. But yeah, sorry, I'm just checking something real quick. Drop, okay. I was just checking the drop frames because I don't. If anyone watched the last stream, my frames were dropping crazy, but that was because I was downloading Fragpunk. Sunflowers. I love collecting sunflowers in my phone. By the way, I know I'm not like mining or anything, or checking out ravines. I'm just kind of walking around, and like I said, I'm not really taking this serious. I'm just playing around with this. But yeah, I don't want to talk about media, but I can talk about what's coming up. Avengers Doomsday looks awesome already with that cast. Love that the X-Men are back. Love that the Avengers are mostly there. Thunderbolts are there. But yeah, I mean, I think it's I really hope it turns out great. Speaking on that, the Fantastic Four movie, I'm super hyped for. I like the other two. I did not watch the Miles Teller one at all, so don't ask me about that. But yeah, I think, dude, why do they keep calling? It's different people every time. Oh, sorry, my eye's itchy. But yeah, I mean, I've just been enjoying my time. I've had more time to myself recently, and I'm using it to the fullest advantage. I feel like I deserved time to myself, and I'm happy I got it. But I blame myself for it, that I didn't have my own time. I'm so busy with so many things, and I make time, and by making time, I don't mean like the times where I just kind of sit down and do nothing. I don't count that as time for myself. That's like brain rot time, pretty much. Time for myself, I mean doing things that I want to do. In college, I want to be better about it too. And I don't, like I said, I don't have a car, but I hope to get one soon. And I don't mean like I'm gonna be out every single day, but I genuinely just want to drive, listen to music, and look at life. I've never had that experience. I've driven before, but I've never driven by myself. And that too, I'm never alone. And I know to some people, you're like, yeah, that's awesome. You should never want to be alone. But is it bad that I do? When I'm home, there's always someone else home. I'm never home alone. Very rarely I'm alone. If I'm out with, family. Rarely do I go with friends, but if I'm out, I'm with friends. I'm never alone. And like I said, I feel like I'm crazy for saying that, because so many people would be like, that's awesome, you should never be alone. But is it really bad that I want to be sometimes? You know, I mean, like, sure, yeah, at night, I'm sleeping by myself. I'm in my room, really alone, everyone else is asleep, sure. Like, I guess technically I'm alone then. But, I mean, like, completely alone. Like, not even random people. I mean, you know, I'd like that too. Like, there's always some days where I just want to, like, I wish I could just go to, like, the mall by myself. Like, genuinely, like, just be there, just exist there pretty much. Like, I genuinely feel like that'd be fun for me, just seeing stuff by myself. Because I've never seen it from that point of view. You know, I want to hang out with friends more too, where, you know, I feel like I'm really far from the mic. I don't know if you guys can hear me too well. I also don't want to be too loud. I'll turn it up a little bit. Sorry if it's annoying, but yeah, that's what I want to do. Also, isn't it kind of crazy that I've found like 4 villages and I've only been playing for like 30 minutes? I think it's a little crazy, but I guess it's just me. I'm gonna hike up that mountain, and I think that'll be it for stream. Like I said, this isn't like a playthrough. This is really just me ranting about nothing. So I'm gonna collect all this. I think I'll play more Minecraft on stream. Maybe next time I'll take it a little more seriously, like with what I'm doing, instead of just, you know, talking over it the whole time. But oh, that's so cute. Yeah, I just want to have fun with this. There's no point in taking this too seriously. I rarely play Minecraft to begin with. I haven't played Minecraft like seriously since my friends and I had a world, and we haven't clocked into that in a long time. But yeah. Also, you know, I always know I'm like talking to, like, it sounds like I'm talking to people, but I know no one's like really watching this, and that's completely okay with me. I don't, you know, I'm not upset by that. There's nothing to be upset about. So, yeah, I just hope maybe this reaches someone someday. And like I said, you know, for the music recommendations, I'll 100% take that. I'll even take a movie and stuff like that. Whenever I have time, I'll watch. That's how it is. Like I said, I want to enjoy stuff myself now, by myself. And maybe this is what I need to do. And also, if anyone in my area, from school or anything, knows where I can buy a car for like 6K or less, or like 7K, please hit me up with that. Like, even if it's a little funky, I will 100% be serious with an inquiry, because I need a car, like stat, ASAP. Need that. So yeah, if anyone has that, just let me know. I will 100% be in touch, as long as you're in touch with me. Oh yeah, I can't do that. Oops. But yeah, we're gonna get up this mountain. Hopefully I don't freeze to death. And we'll see where that takes us. Oh wow. Red-eyed bunnies, look at that. That's so cool though. Mountains right next to Sakura trees. What games are coming out that I kind of want to see? Oh, well, that new Bleach game came out and I bought it. I've only played a little bit of it. There's a mushroom forest on there too. Hello, goats. Or mountain goats. Or rams? I don't know. I think rams, actually. But yeah, that game came out and I genuinely like it. It is fun. I wish the story wasn't as boring, but, you know, I paid for it already, so no returning that. Actually, let's get over there. I want to be at the highest peak. I always used to do this when I was a kid. Speaking of Minecraft, the Minecraft movie, like I said at the beginning, I'm actually not going to the theaters to watch it, because I've seen it. Not like the actual movie, but I mean, I've seen like trailers and stuff, and it looks funny, but It's one of those movies where I feel like it's better watched at home, at least in my personal experience. So I'll be doing that. And here we are, the top of the world. Stupid goats. You know, I just hope you guys enjoy your time on this earth and with what you do. And I want to do the same. Hope you guys all have a great day. You all deserve it. See you guys. Actually, I'm gonna keep it a buck. I'm pretty sure this did not work. Oh, yeah.